Hello, how's it going? And welcome back to Universal Electric. Myself, Lewis, hope you're all good. And I'm currently getting attacked by this random skeletal dude just here. I'm going to absolutely obliterate him with the power of my sword. There we go, very nice. And at the minute, I'm looking pretty good. Look at this, check this out. I have full gear. Oh yeah, all obsidian stuff, loving it. I've basically been out to be... Oh my god, I've got an arrow in the knee. I've been out to go and get myself some lava buckets, which is like the main thing I wanted to kind of create today. So yeah, that's pretty cool. At the minute there's still some zombobs around because I've just come back from where I've been mining and oh, hello Mr. Creeper. I kind of want all the creeper stuff as well. I want to get as much gunpowder as I can, so I've been out trying to hunt away. Really, I wanted some endermen because I wanted some ender pearls, but it looks like today is not my day to be getting ender pearls, but you know, that's fine. We can, I can see past that. And I also took a note from a very nice subscriber of mine who gave me a really cool idea that I could just put repeaters up against stone like this, and it's actually worked, so that way we haven't got any holes in all our stuff, and it's looking a lot nicer, you know, it's looking pretty good. And our cows are having baby cows. So now we're back, I want to get on to what we were talking about, making free energy. And I think that's today what this episode is going to be all about, you know, making some really cool energy, getting away that we haven't got to keep using this coal generator all the time because I'm on 14 at the minute and, you know, it's costing me so much coal. Even though it's keeping all this up and these guys don't use an absolute ton, it's kind of a really nice way to do things. But in the meantime, before we get around to creating this free energy, I don't want all my stuff to run out. So what we're going to do, while this stuff isn't actually doing anything, is we're going to make a really cool item. And this guy's called a switch wire. So to do this, we need we need some silver, because really I want to make some silver ones. So let's see if we've got any silver on us. A little bit of silver. Yeah, we got a little bit of silver. You know, not tons, but enough. And we're going to make some silver wire. And there we go. Cool, just take 6 of these guys. We don't need tons, just 6 will be fine. We need a bit of leather, which I'm sure I have some leather somewhere. A little bit of leather, yeah, there we go. And we need ourselves, so we've got leather, we've got that, we need a switch. So this guy should look a little bit like this. So it's a silver wire like that, we put a bit of leather like that, and a switch. Have I got a switch on me? No, I ain't got a switch on me, have I? Oh, I've done a switch fail. I'm definitely had a switch on me somewhere, like hiding around. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Ooh, just throwing away my sugarcane. Should really empty out my bag soon. You know, I'm getting really full up on random gubbins. So we'll put that guy like that, we'll put our lever like that, and we'll put a switch there. Power giving us a silver switch wire. And these guys are wicked. I do need to make one more switch before we finish this off as well. So let's go grab some sticks and make one switch. I'll probably make, actually, no, I'll just make one. I was thinking of making 2, just in case, but you know, one will be fine. So there we go, 1 lever, very nice. And what the switch wires allow us to do is really cool. It's basically, we can put it here, like this, and you can see it hasn't connected to anything. But when you apply a redstone signal, kapow, it connects. There we go. So you can see these guys running at the minute. As soon as we push the switch wire, like that, you're going to see, after a second, their internal buffer is going to run out, and they're going to stop running. There we go, nice. And this way, this guy is not going to use up any more of our megajoules, but he's still going to grab all of his power from our generator here, which is generating a very kind of hefty 3.3 kilowatts, dependent on the speed that we're going through here. It's actually calming down now because it doesn't need that much. The generator here is quite smart, in which if there is coal, if there's generation that's needed through megajoules, it will actually speed up accordingly to match. If it doesn't need that, it will speed down. So you can see here, we're pretty much at the max. We only have like 0.1 of a millijoule left to gather for a fall, and then the generator's going to stop completely. There we go, see, almost there. I guess it kind of stops at 3.99, don't really know why, but there we go. But we can quite easily switch back on like this. So let's get on with the first real thing that we're going to make today, and I'm just going to gather a few bits together and I'll be right back and we'll get crafting this one. So I'm just making another control circuit, which we're going to need to be able to make a some of the machines that we're going to make. We need one more control circuit. I already have 2, but we need... No, I already have 1, but we need 2. So there we go, nice. And we're going to need 2 control circuits. Here we go, let's get this on the go. We're going to need a platinum. No, we're going to need a steel block. So let's create a steel block. And I'm pretty sure throughout this we're going to need a couple of these guys. So I might just make one more just in case. You know, it's always good to have a couple. There we go. 1 steel block. We're going to need redstone and lava buckets, which is, you know, fairly simple. We've already got that stuff on us. This is why I collected loads of these, because we're going to need quite a few for the recipes we're going to be making today. So we'll put this guy like this. We'll put our control circuits on the side like that. And oh, we need some redstone as well. Let's grab some redstone. There we go. So once again, lava buckets, steel, you guys, and redstone. Nice. Giving us a crusher. Now a crusher's a pretty nifty machine, and we're gonna kind of pop them in down here. I think we can just like put them on top for the time being like that. You know, we've got a nice line of stuff going in here. So the crusher, how this guy works is if we turn this on, there we go, we should get a bit of power in here. Yeah, nice. We can go ahead and do things like this. So platinum. It's really loud once again, but you know, everything in Universal Electric is incredibly loud, but you know, we can see past that. But he's doing his thing, and he's going to go ahead and make platinum dust. So what you can do with this guy is you can, it's a bit of a weird one, you might be asking why you need to do this, but once you've got all of your ores, platinum dust and certain dust are needed for external recipes that you're going to be making, and sometimes, you know, like me at the minute, I might not have platinum dust, so it's a nice little machine to go creating some more platinum dust. So we're just going to throw a few of those guys in there, and this is going to lead on to the next machine that we're going to make. Now you can also do something pretty cool with this. I'm just going to turn my volume down a bit so you can't hear it massively. There we go. So I can get a little bit closer. There we go. So what we're going to do with this guy is you can go ahead and do a pretty nifty thing like this. So if we grab some taters like this and throw our taters in here, this guy is going to go ahead and crush up the potatoes. Now you can also do this with saplings, seeds, wheat and carrots. And once it's gone ahead and crushed them, it's going to give us some biofuel. There we go, 2 biofuel. Now we will be going into what we're going to be using biofuel a little later in this episode, but for the meantime, I'm just going to leave that guy to make a little bit more biofuel. You know, I'm thinking possibly a couple more, and oh, we got some carrots, nice. I might just throw a carrot in there as well, just to kind of get the ball rolling. Nice, we got quite a bit of biofuel. Oh, maybe it doesn't work with carrots, fair, okay. We'll pick something else then. So let's use a little bit of wheat. There we go, nice. So we've got a bit of biofuel spare, cool. So now that we've got this guy, this is going to allow us to make the next thing that we need, which is a heat generator, which I think is probably going to be the best thing to use. And for this we need platinum ingots, enriched alloys, enriched iron, redstone and iron. So we need quite a bit. So I'm going to take some iron. I'm going to take... we just need some iron like that. We're going to take some enriched iron, and we're going to have some enriched alloys. Just like this. Nice. And this guy's finished, so I'm going to turn my volume back up. There we go. Nice. So to make this guy, to create a few things, so we've got pretty much the basics of what we need, but we are going to make a couple of these, I think. I think 2 is probably the best thing to be doing. So let's use our enriched alloys like this, and we'll just put 2 like this. There we go. Enriched, oh, these are enriched iron, aren't we? So we just want 2 there. Put our enriched alloys on the side like this, giving these guys like this. We need some platinum ingots across the top, and we need redstone and iron, and I've got iron on me. Nice. Cool beans. Actually, it's the other one. It's the other way around, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. I'm doing a fail again. Cool. And these give us heat generators. So can I make one more of these? It'd be nice to be able to make one more. I think I can. Yeah, cool. And a bit more platinum, a little bit more redstone, and a bit more iron. Cool beans. So this gives us heat generators, and 3 of them. Now I'm thinking the heat generators are probably going to be best to go outside. We can use insulated silver wires to get these guys kind of pumped up, which I think is probably the best way of doing it. Or we could use copper, I don't know. One of the 2 would probably be fine. Actually, we've got loads of insulated copper, so we should probably use the copper. You can see this guy is running down purely because the internal buffer in this and whatnot, and all these guys are running at the minute, so let's turn this guy off and figure out a really cool place to put this guy down. So there's a few ways that you can use the heat generator. The easiest way to do it is as a way of kind of constant free energy. I can hear zombies. I kind of want to get into the back of it, so is it here? Yeah, we want to connect to here. So I'm going to go ahead and knock away some of this. Gotta love the obsidian paxel. It's a beast. There we go. Nice. Now I have a very constant supply of sand. So we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a nice little lake of lava. I think is probably the best way to do it. and we want as much power to be coming up this way. So really we want the lava lake to kind of be around here, I think is probably the best bet. If we go ahead and dig one here, like this, one in here, one here. Fill this guy back in. We will put these like this, and we'll take our heat generators. Pow, pow, and kapow. Cool. Now let's go down and lay our lava, and these guys are then going to start producing power. Nice. This is why I needed my lava buckets. So put these guys like this, put you like that. And you can just run lava kind of like it is at the minute. You don't need to fully max it out with lava, but I have a thing about having lava in odd positions. Kind of need them to be flat, so yeah, that's pretty much cool. Yeah, that'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, these guys are going to start running. You can see that they're building up energy. Now, the heat generators output at 120 volts, which is basic machine level, which is quite nice. By themselves, they generate a power of 100 watts per tick, but you can do something pretty cool with these. So you can see at the minute it's generating 66 kilojoules, 120 volts, and it's storing up its internal capacitor. If we was to go like this, you're going to see that it's going to kick up the volts big time, up to like 90-ish, and you can see here this bar's filled up. So when you fill this up with lava, it basically uses the lava to produce more heat. So you don't need this lava underneath here, but if you do have the lava underneath there, then it's going to produce power by itself. You can see this guy is pretty much almost fuel full. You can also use anything, pretty much anything you can burn. Coal's a good one to do, but I find lava like this is probably the best way. It's a way of creating an infinite amount of energy. So let's go ahead and wire this guy up. And we're just going to process him straight into the input over here. There we go, running away. And these guys are just going to keep running until this guy is powered up. Now this is a really good way of getting free energy. You can see our generator at the minute is not running, and these guys are creating power for us. Pretty nice. They're going to keep going away throughout the night, and it basically is a way that we can create free energy. You know, really nice. Like solar panels, but the opposite way around, and they're always going to run. So I really like that. I think that's a really cool way of doing stuff. We're just going to go ahead and fill this guy back up. Nice. So we can leave these running. We're never going to have a problem. The only thing that you do have to bear in mind is sometimes a little bit of fire is going to break out here and there. So definitely don't go putting them inside a house or anything. Make sure they're a little bit away, or at least have some cobble around them or something, so that way they don't kind of explode on you. But in the meantime, it's a really cool way of making some free power. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I just thought I'd show you guys the power that these guys are creating. So inside here you can see it's got 3.86 megajoules of power, and the megajoules at the minute are actually holding at a steady pace of 3.86. They're kind of going up and down here and there, but they're kind of, you know, they're holding their pace. And this is with all these machines running, so you can see there are all of these tracks are going fine, and it's just working quite nicely. Obviously, if we was to actually use any of these bigger machines, like the enrichment chamber or anything like this, it is going to use more power, but at least this means that I can keep this guy turned on, and all of this is going to keep running without really taking a detrimental effect on our stuff. It's actually gone up a little bit because it was 3.86, so these guys actually do have more, they're giving out more power than these guys can take, so nice. And that's all 3.89, and that's just using 3 of them. You can see the recipe for these guys wasn't actually that bad. You just need quite a bit of steel, and you need a bit of iron and some redstone, and you're pretty much on your way, plus a couple of buckets of lava for the actual things themselves. But 3.89, we're almost up to 4. Nice. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Now the next thing I want to go and do is making another way of producing energy, and it's actually a way of producing a lot of energy if you have enough of it, and this is where we're going to use our biofuel. So we need a few things to do this. We need some redstone dust, we need some enriched alloys, we need a steel block, which we've already got because we made one earlier, and you know, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and craft one of these guys. So it's a steel block in the middle, which goes for most of the mechanism things. Most of the stuff I'm going to show you over the next couple of episodes are going to be from the mechanism mod, and these items that I'm showing you at the minute are from the mechanism mod, so just bear that in mind. So we're going to use this, we're going to put some biofuel on the side, which is made from our crusher. We're going to put some enriched alloy up the top here, a little bit down here. We're going to put some redstone along here, and we're going to put some iron ingots like this, giving us the biogenerator. Really cool machine. Now if we go outside, we're going to place this guy outside, and eventually we'll make a way of automating this process, but for the time being it works and we haven't really got to worry about it. So we've got these guys here running fine. Let's plop this guy, I don't know, here. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty cool place to put it. We can wire this up like this. Nice. And we don't really need this wire here. Oh, maybe we do. Is it this one we don't need? No, this one. There we go. Cool. So this guy is pretty simple to run. You can see inside here it accepts biofuel up to a voltage of 120 volts on an output. Now, obviously we put biofuel in, that's how it works, and that's great to work with your crusher, because if you're going to be using your crusher to make anything, or you have a farm going, you pretty much have an unlimited source of power, purely because your plants are going to keep growing. So if you can make a really nice farm full of wheat, then you're pretty much good to go. Now, if we throw our biofuel in here, you're going to see it's going to suck up the biofuel. It's going to make a little bit of power, not tons, but the power that comes out of this, I believe, is around about 1.7 kilowatts. Oh no, it's not what, that's these guys are 1.7 kilowatts with coal inside them. These guys are about 5.6 kilojoules per item with an internal of about 160 kilojoules, which is quite nice. Oh, we've got a little fire next to us. The internal storage on these guys as well is about 2,400 units of biofuel, which is about 240 items, which is quite nice. At a max, I think they put around about 10 kilojoules, which is pretty sweet. So if you have like a really nice amount of biofuel and you need to kickstart a project, or you need enough power to really kickstart one of the bigger machines that we'll go into later, like the nuclear reactors or the fusion reactors or fission reactors, then you need sometimes a big kickstart of energy, and biogenerators can be a really good way of doing that. So we have this guy running, we have these guys running. Really, we have a way of producing power that's not going to run down, which I quite like, you know. And those put out enough energy now that really, if I go into here, we should be pretty much near the 4 mark. Yeah, 3.99. That's with no machines running, but obviously this is increasing. So if we did use a machine, yeah, it will take a bit of a kick, but it will come back up eventually. And as much of all these little bits and bobs that I collect over time, like sugar cane, all that sort of stuff, carrots, string, and whatnot. I'm not too sure if I can put sugar cane in this. Let's have a look. Oh, we got some spare biofuel. Nice. No, we can't. Let's go use the rest of our biofuel. I really like using this machine. I like the excess of biofuel. I think it's a really cool idea. And I think there's, yeah, it's just really nice. There we go. Pow. Yeah, you can see that going up to around about 8 kilojoules. I think the max is 10, which is quite nice. But that's what we're going to go into our battery box and just make some really cool stuff. So the last thing I want to make for you guys today before we pack this episode in is a way of storing water and producing free water. So I know outside we have this lake here, well not really a lake but a nice little kind of galley with some squid chilling out in. I'm getting stuck in my door here. We're going to make a way of storing this water in a nice contained area, and we're going to use that by using railcraft, which is quite nice. Now to do this we need a few things. So we need our slime balls I have right here, and we're going to go ahead and make some cool stuff. So we need slime balls like this, we need some iron like this, and some oak wood like this, giving us water tank sidings. Now I'm pretty sure you need about 26 of these, so let's go ahead and see how many of these guys we can make. So we've got these like this. We're probably going to need about 4 sets I believe, so let's make 4 sets of these guys. So let's make some more iron. There we go, some oak wood, nice. And we'll grab all these, giving us 24. We're going to need 1 more, so it doesn't really add up for some reason, you know, but overall it's still pretty cool. There we go, giving us these guys. And I'm thinking we're just going to plonk this outside. So if we go over and find a really nice place to put it, I'm thinking like here, just against the side is quite nice. And we'll make this guy. Nice, there we go. So you can see we can get inside this guy, and our water is slowly filling up. If you just leave him by himself, he will actually accept water like this. So you can see it's just going to slowly fill up. It can hold 400,000 water, which is quite nice, which I think is about 400 buckets, I believe, or 40 buckets. I think it's 400 buckets. If we throw one in here, you can see it's going to do that and put 1,063 in there. Yeah, it's about 400,000 is about 400 buckets, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, really nice. So this is a really cool way of storing water. It's partaked from railcraft, and there is a way of actually pumping water out through this. Now, in the next couple of episodes, there's a creeper in my farm. One thing I do want to speak about in the next coming episodes is going to be the way of moving liquids, gases, and bits and bobs around. Now, you may find this a little bit weird. So if I come out of this and go into creative mode like this, and we move ourselves along, you're going to see that I have basic pipes installed. Now, this mod doesn't actually come a part of the mod pack anymore. And there are a few reasons for this. The first reason I would say, personally from playing with it, is it's not very pretty. I know it sounds like a really silly reason, but it's not very pretty, it's not very intuitive, and it's actually quite hard to use. It's a very basic mod at the minute, but it does add basic things like a pump, storage tanks, milk storage tanks, unfinished tanks, sinks, release valves, generators, bits and bobs like this, that all seem very useful when using all the stuff during this. Obviously we need a way of pumping water up there, unless we had any other mod installed, then vanilla Minecraft has no way of doing that, and the mods that are involved in this also have no way of doing that. Now, why they took out basic pipes, I think the biggest reason is you can create unlimited energy with basic pipes. I'm not going to show you guys how to do that, nor am I going to go ahead and do that with basic pipes. So yeah, if you want to go figure that one out for yourself, then go figure it out for yourself. But I'm going to show you ways of using the pipes that's going to make your life a lot easier without cheating, you know, until they fix the actual mod pack itself. Then yeah, good times, you'll have basic pipes in, but at the time being, like I say, it's not involved in the mod pack itself, and that goes for Voltz and Universal Electric. If you want to go ahead and add basic pipes, you can, which is quite easy. Just go to the basic pipes wiki section, and you can download basic pipes from there. If you're using Feed the Beast launcher, which I am for this one, then you can go ahead and just drop that in the mod pack, and that'll be the same for Voltz. You could just drop it in the Voltz mod pack, which is quite easy. It's forge ready, so basic pipes will load up quite nicely. But yeah, there we go. And we can see in here we've also got already 300 and something water. I actually took my bucket out then. There we go. There we go, 1,410. So a nice way of collecting water and just keeping it in a nice kind of safe area. Cool. That creeper is going to cause so much problems when I need to go in there. Alright guys, so that is that for Universal Electric. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've gone ahead and checked out some cool things. We've looked at the biogenerator, this heat generator thing here. The heat generator is looking pretty nifty, and yeah, a bit of way of creating energy that's a little bit free, you know, not the massive amounts, but enough to keep us going, which is quite nice, kind of like a further pile from Red Power. Really nice. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and whatnot, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.